Hey, good evening. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Monday, the 13th of July, 2020. Actually, it's Tuesday, the 14th of July. It's quarter past midnight. Doesn't matter. Close enough. This is a look at my weekly analysis video. So I'm going to go over all of the pairs I'm trading on the daily high probability chart. So that's every pair. So this could take a while. Let's just have a quick look. Now, if you've never seen my system before, this just is a brief overview of what all the different colours, lines, etc. mean on the charts. It's a high probability trading method. If you go to my YouTube channel and put in something along the lines of, in the search box, high probability examples, it'll come up with a heap of, come up with two videos that I know of. And you can check out the actual system there. So you're more than welcome to have a look at that. If I talk too quick or you don't understand me, just pause the video and read my notes. There's plenty of notes on the charts, etc. And you can take even if you want to take a screenshot of this, it just gives you an idea where we're at. All right, so let's go to the charts. This is my trading view. This is the daily charts, same template for all my trades. This is my watch list on the right. If there's no highlight, it means there's no trade on. If it's in blue, it means there's a trade on. This pinky orangey color means there's possibility of something happening tomorrow that I'm looking at. So just when I flick through the charts, especially when I get to these ones with a pink, just have a look at the QM, the price chart straight away, and you may see, if you're quick enough, you can always rewind the video, I guess. You can possibly see the QMP filter dot forming. That's a good thing about trading views. Sometimes you get a bit of a heads up on what's happening on the next candle. Obviously, we don't take any action until the candle closes and it's confirmed, but sometimes it just appears. So we'll run through the pairs at the moment. So we've got the AUS-CAD. Like I said, I've got my notes on the right. I've been trading the daily charts for over a year now. Every trade's recorded on a shared spreadsheet. Everyone's got access to that shared spreadsheet. There's a link to it in the description of the video, so you're more than welcome to check that out. Now, like that Word document before explains all these lines, but red basically means bearish, green means bullish. If it's blue, something interests me. So we've got the three moving averages, price is heading up. You can see the moving average is spreading to the upside. There was a buy signal here. I didn't take it. The reason being, price didn't come back close enough to the moving averages for my liking. There was also prices at this previous high. It's since gone a little bit higher. There's a possibility of bearish divergence setting up. I always draw my trend lines in every day and adjust them as price or the oscillator moves, the MACD Platinum. If they're no longer valid, it's just a matter of deleting them. But I'm always prepared and always looking sort of to the future, trying to get a few ideas. All right, so it's AUS-CAD, nothing doing at the moment. Profit to date generally means how much profit I've made on this pair since I've started trading it. And most of my trading, the vast majority of it's based on a 0.02 base lot, so roughly about 20 cents per pip. Aus-Swiss. Now you'll see multiple trades. I'm getting away from this on the daily charts. I was doing some hedging. I'm no longer going to do that unless it's a really good setup that gets my attention. So S1 is sequence 1, S2 sequence 2. So where those S1, S2 is, that's where the sequence commences. There could be multiple trades taken on the same sequence. So in this case, the sequence 2 was a buy at 65728, and you'll see that there's fourth hedge buy on sequence 1 was at 65726, so very close, taken on the same candle. So two trades taken there. The difference is sequence 2 is a buy trade and it has a stop in place, that red dotted line there. You can read my notes. Like I said, just pause the video and read them. I do a lot of notes on the charts and there's a lot of lines. Red is sell, blue is buy. All right, Japanese yen in a buy trade here, so it's pretty straightforward. You can see a blue trend line. I've got notes on there, big resistance level. Again, price probably didn't come back far enough. I took the trade. The MACD Platinum, one of the rules, below the zero line, zero level, that's that dotted grey line there. We have confirmed hidden bullish divergence, so higher lows on price and lower lows on the oscillator, or the MACD Platinum. All the MACD Platinum is a zero lag MACD. It's just a little bit different. So that's all that is. All right, so we're in profit just. And the MACD Platinum's just below the zero level. So we're not taking any action as yet. All right. Oh, you see, you may have seen a dot appear there. So I'll mark that. I just quickly saw QMP filter dot under there. So it tells me something may be happening tomorrow, which means I'll come up with a plan after I finish this video and see what I could possibly do with all this. At the moment, I'm in two sequences, big sequences with this pair. You can see, again, just pause the video, read my notes. Green lines are a big number. In this case, it's parity, and you see where it's come down and hit the 1.0000 level. The yellow dashed lines are my break-even levels. So we've got one for the actual sequence one and one for overall break-even. So it's two yellow lines there. Price was heading down nicely, and now it's turning, gone the other way. So what I'll probably do tomorrow, if that buy signal is confirmed tomorrow, so sequence one, I'll look at taking a hedge buy on sequence one. Because the MACD Platinum below the zero level, I could probably look at closing out maybe this last sell on sequence one, then pivoting my position to the buy side, because with the MACD Platinum below the zero level, I am now looking to buy, and there's probably something I forgot to do there, so we'll go and have a quick look. And to me, it's sort of, so we've got lower lows on price, and looking at the MACD Platinum, we've got possible, so we've probably got divergence setting up there, regular bullish divergence possibly setting up. So it could be worth, say, closing out one of these sell trades on sequence one and pivoting, taking a bigger buy trade, then which basically pivots this sequence one from a sell to the buy side. In the meantime, sequence two is buy, so I've already taken a buy, hedge sell, second buy, second hedge sell. So tomorrow would be a third buy, and we'll try and push up higher. Prices come down to 240 LMA, which is a great one. So yeah, there's divergence there. It's on the LMA, the 240. Yeah, I'll have a look at that after the video, but that's definitely a plan there. Aussie USD, again, a sequence of trades. Sequence one is hedged at the moment, so I'm just locking in a loss basically. And sequence two is this buy here, and we're at the entry level at the moment. MACD Platinum, yeah, it's not looking that good at the moment. My big concern was, and I think I made a note of it, high risk trade, even though there is hidden bullish divergence, so there's hidden bullish divergence there. Price probably didn't come back close enough to the MAs. Plus, we're at this green line, which is the 70-cent level. As you can see, it's a strong resistance. It's a big number. So ideally, you want to see price break up through that. If not, then I'll bring this sequence one down to the downside. CAD Swiss. The reason that's highlighted pink is because I've really got to take some action here. Right, this is going back. I've got these 5 buy trades over here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one just there, 5. These are trades I left dangling. I shouldn't be in them, but I am, so I've got to wear them. The good thing about them is there's good positive swap or overnight interest rate on them. Even though I'm losing a fair bit on them, on the trades, I'm not losing anything on the swap. I'm actually making a little bit of money. So it's not the end of the world, and it's a slow-moving pair. It's the CAD Swiss. So it's not the fastest moving pair. The reason it moved so much here was COVID-19. So in the meantime, so I'm not worried about these 5 trades over here. I haven't drawn the horizontal lines in just not to clutter up my chart. So sequence 2 is what I'm concentrating on at the moment. Now, it keeps on coming down to my break-even level for sequence 2, but it's not going down far enough to give me some profit on the to avoid the interest rate or the overnight swap. Ideally, I want it to come down just a bit lower. It's just messing with my mind at the moment. As you can see, it's come to the break-even level a few times and just bouncing off it, the old Murphy's Law. And in the meantime, possible divergence is forming on the bullish, on the upside. So, and you can see I've already written some notes. Possible plan to pivot sequence 2, close the 3rd sell. That's if I got a buy signal, which I possibly would have had before. That's probably why I wrote this. Close the 3rd sell and buy 10 as a fourth buy, as this hidden bullish divergence there. So I've already started to think ahead, which is good when you trade the bigger time frames. You can think about things and come up with scenarios and plans. And the price could just keep on dropping and that just gets scrubbed, so it's no big deal. CAD, Japanese yen, I closed, took a loss. Took a buy in here a few days ago, had a stop and place down here. It didn't go anywhere, it just sort of hit the 240 LMA and didn't go anywhere. And then we get this sell signal, which is not a valid sell signal because the MACD platinum's below the 0 level, but it was enough for me to close the trade. So I took a loss, $26. Now, the MACD platinum's still below the 0 level, so I may get another buy signal and I could take it, maybe another buy, something like that. But at the moment, no trades on, so I don't know why it's highlighted in blue because there is no trade, so we'll untag that. And we'll move to the next one. Swiss yen. What have we done here? Took a buy in here and I've taken a sell in here. So it should be S1, S2, just 2 separate trades. So both got stops. The buys here, it's gone up, went through, the MACD platinum's gone through the 0 level, closed half, put a stop in place. I've got this sell. It's a high risk trade, as you can see, trading into the MAs. But the good thing was there's this nice resistance level up here. So you can see prices come up, touched here, come up again, touched, come up, not close. Come up here, definitely touched, come up here, touched again, sell signal, and took a sell this morning, and straight away it's gone against me. But the good thing is if I close both trades right now, I'd be just make a few dollars because that yellow line is my overall break even for both trades. So as long as price remains below that, because I'm net negative 0.01, I'm positive overall. Stop and place for the sell is up here above these highs, give it room to move. So not looking too good on the sell, but the buy's going all right. Euro Aussie. See, there's that dot. I don't know if you saw it, just go back 10 seconds on the video and you'll see the QMP dot. So again, I've written a bit of a plan because I'm in multiple sequences on this pair. It's caused me a bit of grief. Don't worry about this sell all the way up here because sequence 1 is this, even though there's a lot of notes, it's just the one trade. So it's a sell up here, stop and place along there. So it's more from sequence 2, so that means it's all pretty close, looking to go up to the upside. So there's a new buy signal, S2, which is sequence 2, 5th buy for 0.26, which will give me a break even up that way, and sequence 3, hedge buy to prevent me losing anything further on that. Thought I had I might change that. There shouldn't be a hedge buy because I'm not doing hedging anymore. If that buy signal is confirmed tomorrow, I'll take a loss on sequence 3. So I'm making a CAD Swiss. Sorry guys, I just got to write this down before I forget. Euro AD. Yeah, no, I'm not going to take a hedge on sequence 3, so you can ignore that. I will take the loss and wait for a new sell signal. Euro CAD, just have a look at the price. See that? Yeah, you might have seen the QMP. Bang, it was there. Now, it's only in the one sequence. It's all very tight. And you can see I've already got a warning thing in there, line, the grey vertical. If there's a new buy signal, which looks like it's going to be, just a fourth buy for 0.16. And that'll give us a break even up here somewhere. Euro Swiss, there's another QMP, another one that's highlighted. In a sell already here, looking for a buy. Now, if there's a new buy signal, sell signal stop will be moved down. Hopefully it's not, this thing's going up pretty quick, so my stop, I was looking to put it around here somewhere, but it might be a bit too close. That's something I'll reassess in the morning. And sequence 2, which will be this new new buy signal. And I've already sort of had a look where I'm going to put my stop. And I've written some notes, hidden bullish divergence there, followed by regular bullish divergence, which is up there and down there. So down and up. Completely opposite on both price and indicator. So it's a pretty strong signal when you get the two divergences like that. So we're in a good sell at the moment. And I think, yeah, just got to move the stop down if I can. Euro pound, nothing happening here. Possible bullish, hidden bullish divergence setting up, not confirmed as yet. This green line is the 90-cent level, just a big round number. There was a nice trend line here, and it's come down, sort of broke it. Would have got a few people excited to the sell side. I wasn't a sell. I actually closed my sell trade. There was just not enough wiggle room, and I couldn't, I wasn't that confident in it. And hindsight looks like it's paid off, especially around a big number and a trend line. And now we've got divergence, so there's a lot of confluence in this area. I'd be quite happy to take a buy trend, and we're sitting on the 50 EMA too. So 4 things happening there. So if you've got a buy signal, that's one I'd definitely take, and just keep your stop out of harm's way, somewhere a bit lower there. Euro yen, oh, wow, look at these euro pairs moving. In a sell, which has got a stop in place, and so I can't lose on that, but I would have liked to get more profit out of it, but that's more for protection. I did get some profit, which is good. And now we've got a buy here, so I didn't go too far. Now we're going up nicely. So that's good. The buy's on the move, and the buy stops way down here. Overall break even as long as price remains above that yellow line, because we're net plus 0.01. So we're well and truly in profit there, which is good. Euro New Zealand, see, there's another one popping up. I'm going to have to come up with a plan on that too. I just saw the QMP, so that's another one from my notes. Thought I had all this covered, but obviously things change. Nice support level here, the blue trend line. Only in the one sequence. Yeah, could look at taking a second. I like the double bottoms, stuff like that, or double tops. They get me excited. So if there's a buy signal, the MACD platinum's just below the 0 level. So I'll try and add to sequence 1 here. And I might have a look at taking a new buy trade with a stop under here somewhere. Euro New Zealand. Euro USD, here we go. I'm going up through the sequence 1's an old sequence. It's got a bit happening. Sequence 2 is a new buy trade with a stop in place. It's going up nicely. MACD still below the 0 level, heading up towards it now. And in the meantime, we're banging through the up towards the overall break-evens. So we've got overall break-even for all trades, and we've got a break-even for sequence 1, which is the one I'm trying to get out of, so that's good. So at the moment, if I closed all trades, it would be a slight profit or overall break even. We're just in sort of no man's land between them there at the moment, and yeah, so that's all right. Hopefully goes up a bit higher. You're kidding me. Pound Aussie, in one sequence here, and we got very close to the break even. I think my alerts actually went off, but just not enough to close my trades out and cover the swap. And now it's dropping away. So, who knows? But yeah, that's the overall break even for all these trades. You can see my notes here, just the one sequence. So what happens now? We're above the zero level. We'll start. Should we start doing this already? We can start drawing trend lines here. So we've got always looking for divergences, and with the MACD Platinum, you get lots of them. So as you can see, not been confirmed yet, but start drawing the trend lines in, and eventually we'll nail one of these. Now you can see the MACD Platinum's heading up and price is heading down. If that's confirmed, that's a hidden bearish divergence, which I love. So there's not much I can do. If I've got to say a sell signal tomorrow and price was still above this blue line, I could consider closing that, because that'll be that third buy. That'll be that one there. Close that, maybe get a couple of dollars from it, then take another sell and go pivot my position, and that would be a lot easier for me, but we'll wait and see. Pound CAD in a buy. Don't know if I've got that there. Right, let's get rid of that and put that there. All right, I've got one buy on, closed half, got to stop in place, can't lose overall, so going all right there. Pound Swiss, same deal this morning. I think I closed half and put a stop. If I get stopped out, I think I'll overall break even. Again, I like this sort of support level, but it was a high risk trade into these MAs. Wasn't, now with the MACD Platinum through the zero level, so there's really not much. It's not giving much, but it could keep on going up. I've got, a lot of people would just jam the stop right up at the point of entry. I like to give the trades a bit of room. So even with it placed there and where I closed out half, I might lose a couple of dollars or might be overall break even, but it won't be drastic if I do lose. Pound yen, I've got a couple of things happening. I've got two sells on the same S1, S2. So I've got two sells up here. Both got stops in place, already closed. And sequence 3 was a buy, had a stop in place, went through the MACD, went through the zero level, closed half, brought my stop right up. So all looking pretty good, sort of covering everything on this pair. And my overall break even is all the way up here. And because we're net minus 0.01, as long as we stay below that yellow line, all three trades are in profit, which are good. Pound New Zealand, one of my problem pairs. Lots of sequences, and they're all going the same way, which is a big problem for me. Every time I get excited, we look like we're heading up. We've got this constant, regular bullish divergence, but it just doesn't get going up here. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Ideally, I need price to go up a little bit and get above some of these lines so I can start using them to add to my profit. I've got a bit of profit to date on this pair, but whilst price remains below these lines, especially the buys, it's not giving me much opportunity to do much other than just keep on adding to the sequences, which is not the ideal scenario. It's one of my problem pairs, but we'll eventually get out of it. It's just, in the meantime, just going to tie up margin, etc. Pound USD. This is one that I did take bigger position size on, 5 times my normal size. And in the meantime, trying to work my way out of it. I get closer every time. Got plenty of profit, no doubt about that. And I keep on working the right side of the chart, trying to get up to these overall break-even levels. It's either just down here or just above here. We just keep on chipping away at it. So sequence 1's all these trades up here. Sequence 2 is this buy. Got to stop in place. So nothing happening at the moment. We're stuck around the 240 LMA. It's 3 days now that price hasn't really gone up that high at all. New Zealand CAD, No trades on. I declined to take this buy. Hindsight probably would have been not too bad, I guess, but just we were stuck at we just broke this through this resistance level, and price to me hadn't come back close enough to the MAs for my liking. Even though they're spreading to the upside, it just wasn't a great setup. When you look at where the MACD Platinum was when the trade actually, so it would have been on the open of this candle here, so we're already at the zero level. Now I'm setting up for possible. You can see price has gone up a long way, whereas the MACD Platinum hardly gone up at all. So it's sort of that's possible regular bearish divergence setting up, and that's a fairly substantial one too, because that's that is divergent. No doubts about that one. But price is king. Go where it wants. All right. New Zealand Swiss franc, took a buy in here, got a stop and place there, a couple of little lines, you can see my hidden bullish divergence, little support level, etc. Some good little signs, but this thing's going sideways. MACD Platinum's meandering up towards the zero level, not quite there yet. So we're a few pips in the good, but nothing to get excited about. New Zealand Japanese yen, oh yeah, get up there, baby. Multiple sequences. Well, there's a sequence back here that I'm trying to work my way out of, and sequence 2 is a buy trade with a stop and place down here. You can always read my notes, as I always say. The break-even levels for the sequence 1 and overall break-even are up here, so I just need this thing to push up a little bit higher. Looks like the MACD Platinum's starting to stall a bit underneath the zero level. Say, for example, we've got a sell signal, say tomorrow. I don't think we will, but if we did, then I would just close that buy. Wouldn't worry about it. And if this thing didn't break the zero level, then it might roll over. And if I got a sell signal, then it'd definitely be a red dot there. Then it'd probably drop down here and get another green dot and look for the buy again, sort of thing, So, yeah. Right, New Zealand USD, what I've got here? Sequence 1 here. I think that's hedged, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's all hedged. So looking for a sell. We've got this resistance level now. You could make an argument that's possible divergence, bearish divergence forming. Oops. See, price is way down, MACD Platinum's way down here, whereas price is up there. So just to make sure I'm not confusing you, so cross you up. You can see that hasn't been confirmed yet, but I'd be more inclined to call that a double top at the moment until it could go higher. Then that's no longer a double top, but then this I just keep on moving the red trend line up, and whilst it's still valid. So in the meantime, as I said, we've got this buy, sequence 2, stop and place. The MACD Platinum's getting close to zero level. I may look at tightening this up because that resistance level tells me it could be a sticking point. And what are we at? It's 65 cents for the Kiwi. Yeah. It's probably around its sweet spot. USD CAD. I got sequence 2 obviously here, which is a sell, and this thing's going nowhere. This is one pair. It does my head in. I might give up on that. I love Canada. I've got a lot of Canadian friends, but geez, the currency's hard to trade sometimes for me anyway. In a sequence here, I don't know why that's all the way over there. Something's obviously moved. We did start with a buy, yep. So not going anywhere. I think that's hedged, yes. And I've got a sell in place here with a stop. So it's all not very exciting in the Canadian USD Canadian dollar. And here's one of my other problem pairs, the pound New Zealand and the USD Swiss franc. Again, multiple sequences, and I think they're all heading the same way, and they're all hedged at the moment. Again, I need price to get up amongst some of these. Yeah, haven't really got much in the way of options. Possibly look to closing some of these sells maybe if I get a decent buy. If this sort of support level holds, like I said, I like my double bottom, so that's not a convincing one. And it's been a tough bit of trade. All right, USD Japanese yen in a sell. Thought it was going well today. Not much wiggle room. MACD platinum wasn't that high above the zero level. Now sort of stuck in. Yeah, look, tomorrow I might have a look at this and just close it. MAs are heading down. Got this support level down here. Got to break that. Yeah, it's been not much happening with the USD Japanese yen. I don't mind trading this pair either because it's pretty good. You just look at the QMP for there's some nice little moves there, and I get most of them. But when it gets in this little, just gets stuck in a bit of a range sometimes. All right, that's it for the charts. You can, what was I going to bring up that Word document in case you want to have another look at that, or take a screenshot of it again and have a look. Like I said, it's all my trades are recorded on spreadsheet, shared spreadsheet, available to everyone. Links in the description of the video. Also, everyone's more than welcome to join my Facebook group. I do go into these daily trades in a lot more detail, and I call them there, and all the trade management along with the entry and exit. So everything's up to date on that, and happy to discuss any other sort of trading setups, etc. I don't necessarily have to be my stuff, but that's just what I know best, so that's all. And if you do like the video, guys, please hit the subscribe button. If nothing else, hit the like button. And what's the time now? 12:50. I've been sleeping most of the day, so it might be time for some Netflix. And I'll be back up at 6 a.m. to do it all over again. All right, thanks for watching. Chat to you later. Thank you very much to those that have subscribed to the channel. Cheers.